Welcome to the Patio. Earlier tonight, we released a new episode to the podcast. And actually, while we were in the process of downloading that episode, there are some things going on here near our home. We live in the mid-south area of the country near Memphis. There was an individual that decided to go on a shooting rampage here in the south. He decided to go on social media live and shoot an individual in the face. I've seen the video; it's very disturbing. This normal looking young fella just lost it. Decided that it was his right to take someone else's life. Walked into an AutoZone. A fellow was probably there to pick up parts to work on his vehicle. Never go home again. Reports are a little bit mixed, but then it appeared that he later crashed the vehicle, removed a lady from a car, shot her in the face, took the vehicle, and then began what probably described as a night of terror. The other things that were going on really in my life and for those close to me is fear. It's fear. We live in a community that you'd probably consider a suburb of Memphis. Reports started coming out that the shooter had crossed the bridge into Arkansas. And then my son, 12-year-old son, started receiving reports from his friends about, hey, have you heard about this? Have you heard about that? Then family members are texting back and forth. What do you know? There's rumors that he's here, that he's there. But the one thing that was common with everyone was a sense of fear. We have little kids that are somehow exposed to this because it's all over the news. Folks that would normally, this wasn't during the middle of the night, early morning. This wasn't some scary place. This is middle afternoon, daylight, 4:30 in the afternoon. It troubles me dearly that we have young people that have no more value on life than what they have. We as a country really need to evaluate our morals, the morals that we provide to our children, the examples that we set in our community, the things that we put importance on. Because I assure you tonight that me and mine would have been protected regardless of how close this fella came. Right? It wasn't even a question. It was more of, hey, we're far away from it. But in the event he did come to the neighborhood, I can assure you myself and my neighbors were prepared for such an event. But you wouldn't have been prepared for such a thing if you were the person in the car or you the person in the AutoZone getting the parts. It makes you really take a look at your surroundings. It's just something. There's something wrong with America. There's something wrong with the people. Where there's something wrong with how we care about one another or lack of care for one another. There's a problem, a real problem. And this isn't real. This isn't about guns. This is about politics, red or blue or left or right. This is about people, and this is about the evil. This is about the ego that someone felt that they will become famous by going on a rampage and killing someone while streaming live on social media. You know what? They did become famous. I had people texting me screenshots of the things from Instagram, and this individual, they would like an Instagram account, he would start another. Then it became evident that there were copycats. People knew this guy's name was big, so hey, let's go out here and steal his name. Rather than, oh my, I don't want to be associated with that guy. They wanted to get followers by impersonating them. You know, it wouldn't be surprised. It would not surprise me if, as news continues to come out, we find out there were other shootings in the Memphis and metro area in the Mid-South that are blamed on this individual, blamed on this cat, but we're by someone else, and they'll get away scot free because the world will believe that he performed these acts. Luckily, he was apprehended just moments ago, just before making this recording, and unfortunately, they apprehended the individual alive. I was very surprised by that, but it happens. He at least hopefully will either stand his day in court or be dealt with accordingly by the police. But when I'm going to sign off here and go hug my son a little tighter, give my wife a kiss on the cheek, and say my prayers that that we can work on the hearts of America and the hearts of our neighbors, and that hopefully lead by example of what it means to care about other people and not simply care about yourself. This was a short episode of reflection. We'll call this Heavy Thoughts from T. Good night. God bless.